Hi everyone, welcome to yoga. This practice focuses on the lower body, specifically the pelvis, hips, legs, knees, ankles. We'll use a few props for practice. I have a chair, a mat, and two blocks. We will start in an upright seated position with feet underneath the knees, hands resting on the thighs. We'll begin to roll the shoulders up and back. Starting some movement gently in the upper body and moving down into the lower part of the torso. Pressing the hands down onto the thighs, lifting your gaze up towards the ceiling where the wall meets the ceiling. And then sliding the hands down the thighs over the knees, tucking the chin, tucking the pelvis. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, you may want to lengthen and extend. Exhale, tucking the pelvis, tucking the chin. One more round here, lengthening and lifting. And then exhale. We'll roll the shoulders back up and down. We'll pick up this right leg. Interlacing the fingers together, you could hug in this right knee in front, underneath, or just support the inner and outer thigh. Whatever feels comfortable for you, but rise up through the spine. We'll begin movement through the low part of the toes. So toes up, toes down for our ankle pumps. And then circling it all around. One direction and then the other. You could come back to the ankle pumps. And then find a place where you could lengthen up again. 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale, engage. Exhale, see if you can pull that right thigh, right knee in towards the right side of the body. Lily's here with us. Release the left hand, bring the right hand just to the knee, and then gently assist circles. She's a very protective dog, and she's just letting it be known that there's another dog out front. So we're circling around here for that right hip, circling in one direction and then the other. And then bringing that movement to stillness. We'll plant that right foot, start to rock forward, and then rock back. Lily, come back to your bed. Come on, come on, go to your bed. As we rock forward and then back, you may want to add in some hip circles, just circling around in one direction and then the other. And then we'll take that movement to the other side where we lengthen up and then find a way to connect with this left knee, interlacing the hands in front, underneath, or just holding inner and outer thigh, but lengthen up through your spine, knee to chest. Start with some mobility in the foot, so toes up and toes down, moving through the ankle pumps, and then circling all around. Ankle circles can come back to those ankle pumps. And then lengthen up for your 3 deep breaths in and out. It's that supportive connection with the hands to the knee. As you exhale, pulling that thigh, that knee in towards the side body. And then releasing just the right hand and gently bringing circles into the left hip. Circling around, one direction and then the other. And then we'll move back into those rock backs, placing that left foot down. Feet underneath the knees, hinging forward through the hips, squeezing the elbows and the shoulder blades together here, pressing hands onto the thighs, pushing yourself back up. And then one more hinge forward and then back up. Perhaps from here we can interlace the hands in front of us and hinge forward. Shift the weight into the feet, particularly into the heels, and see if you can lift the bum away from the chair and then drop it back down. And then one or two more. And then hover and release the hands. So reaching the arms out in front of you here, breath in and breath out. You could release those arms behind. Again, give the shoulder blades a squeeze here, extending the arms back behind. Breath in, reaching arms forward. Breath out, extending arms behind. Lifting up, standing up, and then releasing the arms alongside the body. We'll use the chair here. So flipping the chair around. So you have the chair seat in front of you. Standing just in front of the chair seat, again, opening up the palms, reaching those arms up towards the ceiling. Find a moment, perhaps a back bend extension, hinging forward at the hips. You could reach the hands towards the chair. The sides of the chair might be a place where you could access the hands. You can also press the palms down onto the chair seat. You could walk the hands towards the back of the chair seat. Hang your head heavy here. Tucking the chin towards the chest and stretching and lengthening through the back of the body. Two more rounds of breath. As you exhale, slowly lift the gaze. Slide the hands towards the front part of the chair seat, and then walk yourself forward here with shoulders over the wrists. I'm going to walk my feet in a little bit as well, and then shift the weight into the right foot, unpeel this left heel, and pick up this left foot. Draw the left knee in and then extend that left leg long. Now you could have the toes pointing down, you could have the toes pointing away, whatever feels comfortable in the leg, but we're drawing the knee in and then extending out. Next time that we have this left knee pulled in, we'll pause. Rotate the left foot so it's parallel to the ceiling, and then we'll do a few pumps of pressing the foot towards the ceiling. Accessing the back of that left thigh. Strengthening through the pelvis, the low back as well. And then releasing. Weight comes back down into that left leg. And then we'll switch sides, picking up this right heel, bending through the right knee. Right knee comes all the way up, full flexion, and then extension. Next time you have that right knee pulled in, rotate so the right foot, again, parallel to the ceiling, and then press or stamp that foot to the ceiling. Releasing that right side. Opening up the feet to the width of your mat or your space here, maybe even having the feet off the mat, toes out. And then walking the hands towards the back of the chair seat again. You could even curl the fingers so they're holding on to the back of that chair seat, and then you hinge back through the hips. If the forehead rests against the chair, allow that. Otherwise, you're tucking the chin and hanging the head heavy, bringing the breath again into the back of the body. Slow lift of the head and neck, the slide of the hand towards the front part of the chair, and then easing yourself back upright as you walk your feet towards the chair seat. Coming to a standing position, again, still in front of the chair seat, I'm going to find these blocks. They might be helpful, so I'll just show them. And we're walking close towards the chair. I'm shifting my weight into the left side, holding to the chair with my right hand, and then picking up this right foot and pressing this right foot down onto the chair seat. So I'll use my left hand onto the chair seat just to step back with that left leg and adjust my stance so it feels comfortable. You could also always use these blocks on either side of the foot. They could be on a medium edge or on the higher side, whatever feels comfortable for your torso. But I'll move mine out to the side just so you could see what's happening. And then hands can rest on either side of that right foot, and we'll begin to move through that right knee. So as we move forward and back, deep lunge into that right hip. Seeing how things feel. And then taking the time, if you'd like, to slowly step back and extend the leg and lift the toes up. So we could hold here for a round or two of breath. And then rock back into that deeper lunge. And then back into the extension. Find a place where you would like to hold into the stretch or connect with your breath. Hands could stack up against the thigh here. Gazes forward, breath in and breath out. You could reach one arm up, maybe the other one as well. Press down through that left heel, left toes, sinking into the mat, into the floor. And as you reach up, perhaps there's a sinking into that lunge, shifting slightly forward. You could interlace the fingers here, cradle the back of the head, lean back with your head into your hands, pressing that right foot into the chair seat. Releasing the arms, shifting forward, maybe readjusting these blocks for extra support. As you step this right hand onto the chair to slowly release this right foot down to meet the left. And then we'll just take it to the other side. So make any adjustments with the use of the blocks if they're helpful for you. Again, medium side or higher side. Make the adjustment with that right foot. And we're moving in and out of this deeper lunge. So finding those smaller movements in through that left hip. Perhaps you lift the left toes up and then come back in. Shifting the left foot back onto the chair. You could reach a hand to the chair back, stack one hand onto the thigh, maybe another. Hinge a little bit forward and back here. And maybe one arm will lift up and then the other will lift. Finding some spaciousness, neck, upper chest. Interlacing the fingers again, cradling the back of the head, leaning the head back into the hands, hinging slightly forward into that left foot. Breath in and out. Releasing the hands. Making adjustments here to safely bring that left foot off the chair. Moving the blocks aside. Coming back to sit in the chair. Couple places here for optional movements. We're going to pick up this right foot again. I'll start in this particular opening with the right hand on the knee and then just begin to open that right hip to the side and then bring it back through center. So everyone's at different levels with their hips and their knees. So just mind that angle. Lengthen up with the spine. We'll have an opportunity to bring that right foot to the top of the thigh. So if this isn't in your practice, then this beautiful mobility exercise, just opening and closing here, can be a beautiful place to stay. Or we could anchor this right ankle around the left and allow this softness to open up through that right hip and right knee. Otherwise, you'll take this left hand to gently assist the right foot to the top of that left thigh. My right hand will press down onto that right knee. And then perhaps just take the left hand to the right sole of the foot and just begin a gentle massage. Padahasta, palm to sole of the foot. Just sliding from the heel to the toes, maybe wrapping the fingers around the tips of the toes. And then bringing the other hand into the gentle massage. Readjusting the legs here, left foot underneath that left knee. Breath in and out as you rise up with the crown of the head. And then you could hinge forward. Maybe allow the forearms to soften, tucking the chin, hanging the head heavy here. Taking your time as you press back up, gently assisting this right foot off that left thigh. Grounding down through that right foot. You may even want to try some rock backs again, hinging forward and back, circling around if you like. Picking up this left foot, gently assisting this left knee now to open to the side and close. Just noticing differences, right to left, minding the angle, taking care with sensitive areas of the body. Again, this is a great place to be, just continuing this movement, opening, closing. Otherwise, allowing this left foot to anchor around the right, and then softening this angle from the left hip to the left knee. Staying there. Or you could reach down for that left foot and gently assist the left foot onto the top of the right thigh. The left hand presses this left knee down, and then the right palm comes to that left sole of the foot, and just begin the movement from heel to toes and that gentle massage. Wrapping the tips of the toes with the hand, bringing that left hand down into a full massage of your left foot. And then lengthen up the spine. And then option to hinge forward, resting the forearms onto that lower leg, tucking the chin and hanging the head heavy here. Taking your time as you slowly unravel yourself back upright. Assist this left foot off the right thigh. You could open up the feet here a little wider than the hips. Rock yourself forward and then drop one shoulder down through center. Push yourself back up and drop the other shoulder down through center. We'll alternate like this. And then slowly pressing yourself back upright, bringing the feet together, taking a seat with support behind your spine. Connect with your breath. Check in with the state of your mind, sensations in your body, noticing how you're feeling. I hope this flow is helpful for you, and we'll see you soon.